Hello, hello. Alrighty, this is a little different. I wanted this to be a proper video, like where I just record it and then, do that before you guys hear it coming through.
Hey, checked in lately? Enclave success needs to be shared, right? All of us getting...
Sorry. Yeah, I was meaning for this to be a more proper update video, one that I recorded. I meant for this to go up before the end of the year. And that didn't happen. Same with like finishing Perfect Dark. That was all like that and this were meant to be before the end of the year. Before the end of 2025, but I just ended up being a little too out of it at that point. Work was really busy, and I was just generally pretty exhausted when I got home. And now we got to the point where it's like, I'd like to just do this as a little stream. And I'm doing so. Oh, hey, Husk. Good to see you. Doing so because one way we're kind of starting off this year is that Anthem is having its server shut down on the 12th, I believe. So this will be a bit of a focus over the next few days to stream this game as kind of a way to remember it, and just because I genuinely think that there is like there's a really good foundation I feel with this game. It's a shame that it never got a chance to take off. That they canceled the plans to kind of revamp it or whatever it was back in the day. I never I played through like the campaign and everything in this game. I never quite learned every little aspect of it, so you'll have to forgive me if I'm not quite if I'm not as knowledgeable in this game as some other people. But yeah, I will be streaming this over the next few days, trying to at least up to the day it's shut down. Now I'm working right around the time it's shut down, so I don't know if I'll really get the chance to stream the game on those particular days. On that particular day, I should say. But I will try to at least, enjoy this game's last few days, as it were. So, the main thing I want to talk about was mainly just... I don't know if it's just being on the Series X, like on the SSD, that like you never get to see that full animation now. I don't know. I can't remember if it was quite like that on the Xbox One, but... And it never finishes. I want to talk about the plan for my YouTube channel. I mean, this kind of includes the Twitch channel, of course, on what to expect for the upcoming year for 2026. There's a lot of anniversaries this year, and I know like I've talked about this a lot with my friends. I know Husky's been there for a lot of it, but it feels like there are so many pretty big anniversaries this year for a lot of game franchises. Um, and I know Xbox is having its 25th anniversary for not just like game anniversary, but also even platform
Your suit
anniversaries,
is
right?
ready for deployment. Searching incoming reports for abnormal markers.
All right, let me know.
I'm gonna try to play the game while still talking, because sometimes I can be very bad at that. I almost want to go back to the forge because I did buy that like carbon fiber, and I kind of would like to see how that looks. But so we got. I wish I put a list out for this, but I didn't. But I know like Halo, of course. I believe Devil May Cry, which I played through all like the whole series last year. Max Payne, well, it's having its 25th anniversary because I believe the first game was from that year as well. I think Pokemon is 30 years old this year. I think Zelda's like 40. Expedition failed. I didn't really do anything yet. Gears of War is 20 years old. There's more there for sure that I could talk about for anniversaries. Oh yeah, right. Sonic is 35 this year. We'll see if I we'll see if I get something Sonic related because I might play like Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Since those are near and dear to me, having grown up played them. But a plan for this year will be not so much to do a long marathon of a series. I'm a little marathoned out. Because I think like this year I did all of DMC, or well, last year, and then the year before that I did all of Dead Space. I think I'm a little tuckered out from the long marathons on a single franchise. So I'm going to try to keep it a little less purely focused on one franchise for a while. I do want to play through all the Max Payne games, and thankfully there's only 3 of them, so that would be a much easier marathon. Plus they're not like... Them being shooters, they're generally kind of quicker, easier games to get through. We'll see what the difficulty's like, granted, but... It's gonna be a pretty big power spike if I put that on. You can see that I do have some more powerful equipment, but I don't really want to put on something that I don't really like, you know? Big shocker. What are these? These are, Gunslinger Smart. Oh, wait, is that... No, okay, it is. I don't know why I misread that. Hello, Auntie. Good to see you in here. What would I want to drop? Change out. Search for assault rifle ammunition. Actually, I'm not even using assault rifle anymore. I think I switched it out for an LMG, so... I guess we can put that on too. I will try that. I got carbon fiber. What is carbon fiber? That might look really nice on this one. I hope both of you are doing well, by the way. I don't want to spend too long on this. Fun, fun. Did I just make all this carbon fiber for fun? Well, I'm gonna leave that as it was. Return to the fort. So, I will like Max Payne is kind of the big focus for this year for sure. Again, hopefully that won't take me like the whole year to get through. It shouldn't. It shouldn't. I want to say for January, February, probably into March, I should be more active in terms of content. Could be a lot of streams just because for the job I do, the first 2-3 months of the year are pretty slow, typically at least. Sometimes March can pick up a little sooner than you might think. If anything, I feel like the last 2 years March was slower than what I was used to, but I want to add that there is a chance, just being in a bit of a money crunch IRL, that I have been looking for a second job, or at least a way to make a bit of a side income, because I don't really know if I could talk like publicly about how much I've made on Twitch, but it's not really a lot at this point in time. Oh my god, this is taking forever to load. So I'm looking for just like a method of side income, and that might mean I get another job, and if that does happen, then yeah, I won't have a lot of streaming time, of course. I won't have a lot of streaming time or time to make content in general. But still, I don't really see myself at least getting a second job in the first few months because again, what I would be looking for, it's definitely harder when you're looking for a second job, just because you're looking for more. For me personally, like I would want it to be something that would fit into nicely with my other job. I would be the kind of person that would either want to go from my second job to my primary job or my primary job to my second job. wouldn't like the idea of having it be in the afternoon or something like that, where I would have to come home, sleep, get up, go work, come home, sleep, like, and then go back to work essentially, right? I've had times where I've had my sleep schedule split up into two different parts during the day, and it's really weird, and I don't generally doesn't generally work that well for me. I'm not sure if the game. Oops, the screenshot button. I'm worried that the game might be, or at least something's going on with loading into the server. So I think I might have to ERB for a sec. I'm just gonna hit pause stream. Momentarily. There we go. I was almost worried I was gonna have to freaking stop the stream and start streaming. Let's hit no because I'm worried that might get stuck in loading again. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, so just keep that in mind. So for games in particular, I've already said that right, that Max Payne, I will be planning to play through the trilogy. I am wondering if maybe we will hear on, because they're supposed to be doing the like remaster of the first two games at least, right? Unless that was canceled, I never heard about it, but I remember those being announced and talked about. I just don't think we've really had any updates on them for a while. I will likely get back to Halo 3 and finish Halo 3 at the very least. I was debating on maybe doing like the 360 games, but that would be Halo 3, ODST, Reach, and 4. So we'll see. Maybe I'll do like Halo 3 and Halo 3 ODST. But again, I don't want to get too bogged down by doing too many games in one series. I'd like to keep it a little more fresh, if you will. A little more, well, I can't think of the word, like, I want to say divided, but that's not the word I'm looking for. Diverse. Hey, we actually get to see the full animation of that. Maybe the servers are just having troubles because maybe they've already like limited how many servers are up for the game, so it's having a bit of a tough time, perhaps. Oh yeah, one of the things I'm planning to do, I believe this month, and I want to double check on this real quick, but Dead Space 2 is turning 15 years old this
Ready
year.
to start? Good. I'll look through all traffic for anything that needs our attention.
Okay, sounds good.
Its North American release was January 25th, slightly 2 days later in AU. And EU on the 28th. But with that, there was one thing I wanted to do on that game. Like the only achievements I'm really missing on that game are to do the campaign and the DLC on the hardest difficulties. And that is something I want to try my hand at, so I might get started on that probably a little after this game's servers shut down. I think might be the plan on that one. Yeah, just to go. That is planned to be streams, I should add. I also want to say a focus of mine will be wanting to get OBS set up so I can stream on both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. That would be nice to do, assuming that doesn't cause like any problems on the computer side. I definitely feel like a plan, like one of the plans will be to try to keep streaming more often, right? Get better about that. I don't know if I'll quite get to having a strict schedule on that end, but I will just try to make sure it's more often.
That signal's close. We should answer the call.
Question is, where is that entrance exactly? There we are. I wish I made a list
The distress call
or something of the
somewhere
sort,
nearby. They may be farther in.
but I did not. Something I've been thinking about that would be kind of fun would be to have a day. I know, right? Like, it is very disappointing. I'm trying to think. I think Anthem will be like the second game that I've owned that has had that happen to it. The other being Battleborn. And there's a part of me that's like wondering for Destiny 1 when/if that will happen. And I feel like it's bound to happen at some point. It's just a matter of like, will they consider making offline mode? Probably not, but you know, one can hope.
The Dominion has prisoners. We can help them.
Anyway, for what I was saying, was something I really want to do is like have kind of a almost like a classic multiplayer day. Because I went through the trouble of getting Insignia set up on my original Xbox so I can play
We're in for a fight.
original Xbox games online, right? And I feel bad that I haven't used it more. And I would really like to. And I was thinking, like, as a weekend thing, it would be fun to have a day where I get on, like, Halo 2 and I'll stream playing Halo 2 matches. Another one would be, like, playing the original Modern Warfare 2. Because, like, that's another question, is, like, when there's, you know, obviously that fear of when might the Xbox 360 servers turn. When are, like, could this be the final year? Could next year be the final year? We don't know. And who knows, it might not even be, it might not even be, like, on Xbox's side, Microsoft's side, it might be, Activision, I believe, would have the ability to turn off Modern Warfare 2 servers. It's kind of amazing that they've kept, like, as far as I know, like, all of the Call of Duty servers up. Where are you going, bud? Oh, you're just gonna despawn because I've already completed the objective, right?
If we find the explosives, we can set them off. Turn the tables on the enemy.
Yeah, it's something I've definitely said before, that, like, anytime Microsoft gets, like, even a bit of good press, like when they do some things that are gamer friendly or just very, you know, good overall, it's like, you can bet that, like, in a week or two that there's going to be something that's going to hurt them. And it can be anything from, like, layoffs to price hikes to even just, like, a bad showcase. It's just, like, so frustrating as someone who's, like, yeah, who, you know, it's clearly an Xbox guy, not in the...
Try looking around.
That's the word I'm looking for here, in, like, the brainwashed loyalty way. I have no problem saying when Xbox does dumb things. It's been my platform of choice for a very long time. Let me show us the ultimate on this one. Like, it's really cool. I think he's already dead. Any more enemies? There you are. Right. Yeah. very strong. Why would you go that way?
Bombs arming. Stay close. Make sure the Dominion doesn't intervene. Not too far. You need to stay close.
Thank you for the reminder, person. I will say, if you're on the PC, I have to imagine that there will be someone out there that will find a way to restore the game online.
You don't need any interference.
I believe that's happened with Battleborn, where someone was able to restore the servers for that game. Some group of people or something of that sort. So that is kind of the benefit if you have this on PC. Someone will likely bring it back online in the future. It just sucks that, like, if you're like me, someone that's played on console,
Get out of there.
that you're kind of hosed, right?
You've turned the tables on the Dominion. Well done.
Like, I do genuinely remember a lot of hype behind this game, because I do think, like, it generally and genuinely looks really cool to a lot of people. Because I do think there isn't something quite like it in terms of, like, just the, like, playing in the exosuits, and the seamless kind of on foot to flying is done incredibly well in my opinion. So it has, like, so at least has, like, arguments for not just trying to be, like, a Destiny clone or something of the sort. It just, and the team behind it, BioWare, was, like, especially at the time at least, had, I want to say, almost a flawless reputation. Like, they were still generally considered one of the best, like, dev studios out there, if I recall correctly. I think, like, there's 4 different exosuit types, right, or javelins as they're called in the game, to choose from. I only really ever got to playing with 2 of them, which is this one, it's called the Storm, and the Colossus, which I will at least try to swap to before I finish playing to show it off a little bit. Because it's the tanky one, you might have guessed from the name, and is my favorite. don't know if more enemies are gonna spawn here. That no Warframe hater, but footage of that game gets me dizzy. Yeah, I haven't watched much of that game, but I think I can. From what I have seen, I think I know what you're talking about. So just to give a little rundown here, that bar on my bottom there, that's like the heat meter. So if you fly too long, especially if you're flying upwards, it will go up faster. I think the Storm's little, like, got better flight controls. Or I shouldn't say controls, just better heat management, I think. Heats up a lot slower. But there's... So see this water here? If I actually come and fly through it, it will cool me off. Reset the heat meter. And I love, like, just those little attentions to detail. Like, the Colossus in particular will heat up very fast because it's the big heavy mech, so, and it makes sense. I think the Storm is kind of like specialized in being able to keep hovering as long as it does. Okay, you can just not move, that's fine. You have like a standard jump, and in this case, like a slow descent down if you want. I can, you know, do this to just hover in midair. I can do like a slow fly, I just don't push on the forward stick. It clearly had a lot of effort into it, and it's why I said, like, this game I do believe has a good foundation. And I genuinely believe if they either delayed it and gave it more time in the oven, or at least actually got to go through with their plans to try and save it, that I honestly think it could have turned into a really big game. But EA clearly wasn't really interested in that.
We should look into this. The area is infested. Be careful. Your goal is to find the black box. The fort will want it returned.
What's your power in the cargo hold?
Portable batteries. Every Strider comes with a few for emergencies. Look around. Excellent. Back to the Strider. Battery set. We'll need to reset the power flow.
You can tell that with this gun I'm using, there's like every time you hit an enemy, there's a chance it will cause a lightning strike.
Restored. Excellent. Onto the safety lock. Good. The emergency lockdown should be lifted. We need to deal with the remaining threat.
What? Excuse me. The heck was that kid? I just got like jump scared by a scorpion. My goodness. Is that enough? You want me to kill more?
take care of them. Well done. You can try the door now. The black box appears unharmed. Excellent. I'll inform the Sentinels we have it.
Okay. I get you. I do feel like it would be a fun game to just like occasionally jump on and play, kill some time on, as you said. I think we'll take out the targets over here, and then
see if you can find the source. There seem to be shaper fragments in the area.
ow, just threw a goddamn boulder at me.
You've alerted to deal with. Be careful. You stopped it. Impressive.
You stopped it, didn't press you. I do this every, like, it's a piece of cake. Where's this, oh.
Great start. There's more. That's it. Keep it up. That's it. Keep it up. Making progress. Keep it up. Okay. Good. All fragments accounted for. I'll inform the Arcanist as a courtesy.
Alright. I will end this expedition, this free play. While we're loading here, I'm trying to just go over my mind one more time. So, what to expect? I will play the Max Payne trilogy. I will at least get back to Halo probably for 3 and ODST, let's say. I was gonna say it's been a long time since I played ODST, but I did actually play that out for the 20th anniversary. I will likely start Gears of War. I would say basically a certainty. I will start the Gears of War series this year. We'll s- we'll see how far I get into that because there's like 6 Gears of War games at this point in time. You have the 5 mainline games and a prequel. So I definitely don't think I have the energy to get through all that or the want to. We'll see if I just decide to do the main trilogy. I'm hitting A. What? Wrong game. There we go. So here you can see we got the Ranger, Colossus, the Storm, the Interceptor. Commonly used by frontline fighters, this reliable javelin has an even balance of armor and speed. This heavily armored suit is the largest and strongest javelin. You can count on the Colossus to hold the line. A unique javelin that can alter the battlefield with lightning, ice, and other elemental attacks. The most agile and acrobatic javelin a lancer could find. In the right hands, the interceptor speed is unmatched. Now, I actually had more of a white and gold color setup with this guy for a long time, but when I was setting to just mess around with the paint, I changed it to more of a white and red. Get a look at what this looks like with the carbon fiber. Uh, this is like another customization element that I think is really cool. Is you have these different like materials and stuff that you can like want something to look like. I'll just go with the primary. So you can kind of see how this like changes it a little bit. Now metals are generally like if you choose a metal, I don't know if any of these are. Yeah, these are all something that you can actually choose the color on, but there are ones where you can only choose like metallic colors, if you will. You can see like how it changes kind of the appearance of it. That's not just like a different color. And I think that's really cool having like a material choice to also slightly alter how the armor looks on top of the color. And then you also have the wear state. I don't know if they ever added more options to this, but you have dirty, old, standard, and clean. I have it on old right now because that's kind of how I feel knowing this game's gonna go off soon. I can put it on clean. Go paint. Again, just like I feel it adds a lot of cool like trying a lot of different things, a lot of different possibilities, And it's something like it's a customization element that I would love to see in like Halo, for example. I'm not sure if been done in other games. Maybe it has. This was just the first time I had seen something like this, so that's why I think it is very neat. Let's go ahead and throw it on. Since I never got on this game a whole lot, I never really got the chance to buy a lot of the different little things. I also did pick up one new thing for this. I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, right, it would be in loadout. What one will it be in? Hitting 2 times increase all damage. Heck yeah, we'll put that on. Oh, please don't get stuck again. Don't make me pause the stream and reboot the game. I'm worried it might have got stuck. Ugh. Apparently, maybe just leaving from there is a bad idea. Oh, there it goes. Still makes me a little iffy if I want to leave from there. Anyway. You can already tell with like the sprinting on this thing. I love the big, the heavy feel of it. Take off. See that this generally builds up faster. Go up. Overheated. Maybe we should try this thing out. Piece of cake. This year will be mostly focused on anniversary. As not a big surprise, what I've been talking about. I do want to briefly talk about what about new games though? Well, I mainly focus on older games. There are some stuff that's, you know, I've been thinking about. Could be smaller indie games, maybe bigger titles, but one I've been kind of thinking about is Resident Evil 9. It's funny how I went from a game that I had very little interest into one that I suddenly really want to play because Leon is finally back. Like, the last time he was in a game, I'm pretty sure it was RE6. And then we had Chris in both, well, we had Chris in what, both 7 and 8? Although in one of those I think he was like mainly just DLC. I think he showed up at the very end of 7, wasn't it? And then there was DLC where we got to play as him, and that was also the game that had like his really weird redesign that the best way I could describe is just like generic action protagonist is like the best way I could describe his design in that one. I don't know why they changed it so much that one game, and then they're like, I think they realized like, oh yeah, people, this design was bad, we should change it to something that people recognize better. Oh, okay. I realized. Mistake. It's just an instant fire. That's weird. I'm used to it needing to charge up. Get used to that. It is funny because, like, there's something just about Leon in particular that I think for a lot of people it's just like he's just the guy. It's like Chris and Jill and some of those characters have been around a little longer because they were in the first game where Leon came in on the second game, but I don't know, I just feel like Leon is the most popular character in the series. People love him. And like watching people react to his reveal, him being confirmed in the game, I love it. It's just something about it. I'm just one of those people that like can get a lot out of reactions from people. Maybe one of those things I was happy, like I know the leaks were out there and whatnot, but I was not, I did not see any of them, luckily. That was funny because I did see like one of the leaks that showed Leon like having a lot of white hair and a beard and everything, and I was like, man, I can't see him looking like that until he's like in his 80s or something. I was like having a hard time believing Leon already looked like that. Because I believe it has been basically confirmed that Leon is in his late 40s. Because he was born late 70s. I don't think there's an exact year, but like the one I saw at least was 1977. And the game, I believe, was from an article I was reading that confirmed to take place in 2026, so that would place Leon at like 48, 49. Oh. Bam. So possibility of doing RE9. That might be a stream. I might stream it directly from the Xbox. We'll see. There's the James Bond game. Semi-considering it. I did play Everything or Nothing a few years back. At least I say it was more than 1 year ago. Alright, well, I want to show off the ult real quick. Bam. Big explosions, essentially, right? I wish I had the list of, Replace. That is, probably, like, the game I had been looking forward to the most for a very long time. This, like, 2D... It's a 2D game with a really cool pixel art style, that I believe its initial release date was meant for 2022, and then it got delayed a lot. And it finally got, like, another release date for this year in, say it was March. That is something I will likely be streaming because I'm really hopeful for that game. I've heard a lot of good stuff from it from people who've gotten to play like demos of it. And I just think it has like a really cool vibe. So yeah, I kind of feel like those are some of like the big ones that I recall off the top of my head for this year. Oh yeah, one kind of streaming project I was considering was playing the Monster Hunter story games, because the first two got like a compilation release on the Xbox actually. So I can't remember if that's out already. I know I bought them or at least pre-ordered them. And then the third game, I can't remember if it's actually out yet. I don't think it is. I think it's a little ways out. But I'm kind of considering playing those as those would be a bit of a longer form. These are RPGs, right? So those would take a little longer to get through, most likely. Uh, the first game was a DS game, wasn't it? Like it was on the 3DS, I want to say, and then the second game I think was on the Switch. Can't fully remember. Yeah, just considering the like that you kind of get to have some of the like your favorite monsters as like partners, if you will. I think it's really cool. I'm not allowed to access seasonal from here. What the heck? So that is a possibility. I don't want to make any guarantees on anything, uh, because it's hard to say like how many games I will get done in any given year, right? I'm just not. I go through, I guess, rough patches, so to speak, with like streaming/recording. I just don't really get anything done.
Welcome to my store. Browse away. Anything
Might
else?
as well just buy what I have, or buy what I can get with the money I have.
Great We've just freshened up our stock.
We can access Forge from here, wasn't it? Yep.
Let's take a look.
I went from this one, I want to say. Great HE mortar combo effect. Blast. Demolisher's Wrath. Hitting 2 enemies increases all damage. Okay, so it's 2 enemies. Okay. I don't know how much longer I'll be streaming for. I never meant for this stream to be going for too long. It's supposed to be short to begin with. You can imagine that I never got my stuff completely maxed out here. I just haven't gotten an autocannon that's, what is this, Masterwork? Legendary, yeah. This is epic. Yeah, I don't really want to switch off the autocannon, so just stuck to it. Angie, I did send just a few pictures your way. I think he's already gone, sadly. Either that or the Twitch isn't showing the accurate, being accurate with who's actually still in here. I did send you some pictures for getting the perfect dark thumbnail figured out. That's a lot of score. So yeah, feel like I've already done a recap, but again, just say it one more time. The focus on this year will be a lot of anniversaries. I may tackle a few newer games. Expect... Should I do this Tyrant Mine thing? I don't know if we'll find anyone. I would hope we would. It's a game mode. Expect Max Payne. That's a big focus. Series I really want to get through, especially if we get the remasters this year, then I will probably tackle those as well. So I think Max Payne's kind of the first thing I want to tackle this year. Maybe between games I will play something else.
I've been ambushing supply caravans with some kind of acid. You know, if you need another reason to hate them. I don't, but I'll add to the list.
If I'm correct, the acid came from this location.
Destroy the source, and Corvus will be grateful.
Expect some Halo and Gears.
Freelancer,
Oh, wait.
there are 2 Shaper relics here.
I think the
Might be connected.
you guys can hear me in the in-game chat. I forgot this thing has a shield.
There's the relic.
Looks unstable. Scars have been messing with it.
You'll need to silence it.
Okay, that's an easy solution. You guys can still hear me, right? I didn't think about the game chat thing. LOL. I got the health to tank it. I'm glad I can revive them with the shield out. That's nice. This is why I think it's really good to have a Colossus in, because so much health. And did they both have to reload? Seriously? Okay, fine.
Keep going. You're 50% done.
I'm not sure where this thing is that wants to grab. Okay. Don't know what happened there.
Keep looking for echoes.
I don't know if those echoes are farther up though. Okay, teammate got it. So expect streams on YouTube, and I will try to do some classic multiplayer days eventually. Mainly, the main games that I have in mind are Halo 2 and the original Modern Warfare 2, but I might add other games to that.
Let's check the second relic. See if we find something similar.
Found the second relic. Scars and pretty serious about this one.
There are more eggs here. I think you might be right, Freelancer.
I just run through them. I eat mines for breakfast. Bam.
Heads up, Scars. Watch it. What was that? Just a hunch, but that might be the source of the eggs. Which means the job's not done.
It came from underground. I'll find you a way in.
Game. Getting stuck on nothing.
Only way forward is down.
Welcome back.
Oh, this is a bad room. Relic. This far underground.
They can be anywhere. This one's unstable.
You did say it was unstable.
Collect the fragments to silence it.
I guess I can only pick up one at a time.
Scars find you.
Okay, I did deliver it.
coming, watch out. These look particularly nasty.
Did I not pick up the thing, or like, I'm confused. Right. I just love being this tanky, you know?
Did we make it worse?
No, energy readings are stabilizing. Stay in the center. Any interference will slow down the process.
I love how slowly I'm pretty sure it was a full team at the start, and now I'm down to one other guy.
Freelancer, please stick to the platform.
Like, I haven't gone down once, but all my teammates have. All the people that have been in this game, I'm pretty sure have gone down at one point or another. I don't know if it's possible that they're just kind of under-leveled, or if it is actually just, you know, Colossus is just genuinely too strong in terms of its survivability. That body flipped out.
Well, we're going the right way.
I don't know how long this mission is. I just figured like, I want to complete it at least, assuming that there is a kind of end.
Time for another dip.
I kind of feel like, or at least want to assume, this will end with some kind of boss fight.
Please tell me that didn't come through. Find out soon enough.
Big one.
So, hypothetically, what would we experience if the freelancer was eaten? Hey, don't answer that.
Guess that instantly overheats me. I just run stuff over, you know?
caravans are safe.
I need a drink.
You know your link's still connected, right?
Yep. That's so much I need a drink.
Apparently saying I need a drink on comms is wrong, I guess.
Nice one.
Why is only level 20? Damn. Well, the stream went on much longer than I intended. So, oopsie on that one. A big, a big thank you to sticking around, Husk. And yeah, if I know this hasn't been the best for just a strict channel update, but it's a kind of recap again. Expect more streams this year. I will be making the attempt to start streaming on YouTube as well. Stream both to Twitch and YouTube. Max Payne, kind of the main focus of the year if you want. I really want to get through that trilogy. We'll see if maybe the remasters come out this year, in which case I will most likely play them. I would have to think those are probably going to come out around the end of the year though. I will likely return to Halo probably for 2 games, for Halo 3 and ODST. I may tackle some new games like RE9 Replaced, maybe the James Bond game. I'm thinking of doing Monster Hunter Stories because they put the first 2 games on Xbox. They were in like a little bundle together. And I believe the 3rd game comes out in a few months, if I'm not mistaken. I will probably play some Gears games. Maybe we'll do the first 3. I'm not sure. Like, the thing is, I have played through the whole Gears of War series, and I'm generally not as like eager to play games I've already played. Granted, it has been a very, very long time since I played it through any Gears of War game, really. Even like the last release, which was, God, when did Gears 5 come out? That feels like 2019? It had to be before the 2020s, I'm pretty sure. Can I get a new Muller, I think? At this point, we'll just get rid of these lower level ones. I stick with the cloudburst, maybe. I really feel like this isn't something I should just be sitting hemming and hawing at on stream. Yeah, that's kind of the general plan for this year. Main focus on anniversaries. We'll maybe tackle a few newer games. And I want to do some kind of classic multiplayer game streams. Try and make that maybe like a weekend thing, maybe on Saturdays. I boot up Halo 2 on Insignia and I play a few matches. Because I genuinely think it's really cool what those people have done. And that they went through all that work, and I hope it's still fairly active. I haven't really been paying too much attention, but I know there is a way to check. Yeah, that is everything. I will probably upload this to YouTube pretty quickly here. That's the plan, at least. And sorry that's not just like a quick condensed video. I just was at a point where it's like I wanna do it, and I don't feel like I can be too bothered to set up all my recording stuff to make the video. It's just sometimes nice to get on the Xbox and just hit stream. Just hit that stream button. It's like, okay, everything's already kind of set up. I'm not worried about a VTuber model, or that everything's actually working right through a capture card, or that none of the settings are messed up. I don't have to do like the quick test. It's just genuinely like everything's working. Usually, I don't think I've really ever had a problem with the Xbox streaming app. Yeah, that's everything. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, ciao for now. Let's make this year a good one. See ya.